Hey, it's Matt from Simplistic Reviews. Haven't done a video like this in a long time, a review video, if you will. I think the last one we did was probably, I don't even know, I think Justin may have done something way back in the day, but we like to exchange gifts, the guys in Simplistic Reviews. So this Christmas, of course, I did this for Justin about a year or so back, maybe about 2 years ago. But I guess we kind of have an ongoing thing, sending each other like kind of the same gifts of sort. So it's gonna be a little bit of a opening and exploring, seeing what I got from Justin for Christmas at Fuck. So this is what it is. Got this in the mail the other day. It's another thing from Rotten Rentals. These guys always do a real fun job. Of course, it was fragile. It says "Stay Rotten" here. It's always in VHS cases, so this VHS case is Army of Darkness, Evil Dead 3, of course. Looks like a, it's a super legit VHS back and front. Tells you everything about Army of Darkness. I love Army of Darkness. But let's break this thing open because it's always full of fun stuff in these boxes. So, see what we got here. Got a bunch of stuff. So, what they always do, and this is what I really like about them. I mean, these things, they're pretty cheap. They're not that expensive or anything like that. They're maybe between $7 to $11 or something like that. I think there's ones that are more expensive, but these are the normal ones that are pretty inexpensive. So what they always do, they always give you a lot of old trading cards. So I'll show you guys that in a second. But I got this, I tricked Nicole the other day with this because it looks like a real roach. So I just put it right here in the kitchen. She thought it was a roach and she screamed, so that was a lot of fun. And what else we got here? Got a little pumpkin here. This pumpkin, it's an eraser, but it reminds me a lot of Halloween 3, Season of the Witch right there. He's pretty small. Put that guy there. So let's get into some of this other stuff we got here. So this is pretty interesting. Zombie Tarot. I don't know what this is. It's carrot cards, tarot cards for zombies. Actually pretty cool. It's an instruction booklet. So essentially it seems like you can tear these things out and they act as tarot cards, of course. So if you're, you believe in tarot card readings or, palm readings, there's probably something really cool. So I have to look into this a little bit more later. And of course you always get a real tarot card in most of these. This is the Four of Swords. Not sure. I don't know a lot about tarot cards, but pretty cool. It's like World War I, World War II looking. So it's pretty wicked looking tarot card there. Let's see what this is. Old Doll been ready to kill. Dolly Deadly. Never heard of this. This appears to be it's a movie. You could rent it for $2 on Vimeo, or you can buy it on a DVD, or probably see right here. It says blue, not BLU, but blue. Actually, the color Blu-ray. So, I'm not sure if that was on purpose or not, but definitely pretty fun. So, Dolly Deadly. Guess I'll maybe check it out. $3 isn't a lot to support independent horror. Now into the real good stuff. It's fun. All these packs of cards and things like that. Of course, the real reason to really get this is, in my opinion, to keep the case. So it looks like you have a massive VHS collection. The stuff inside is cool, but it's really all about the novelty of having the VHS case. So and here we have Toxic High School. It has bubblegum. I probably want to eat the bubblegum in there. Skeleton Warrior cards. This is all stuff from like the early 90s, late 80s, things like that. Tales from the Crypt TV show cards. Addams Family cards from the movie, the original movie from 1990. Heavy Metal. Everybody knows Heavy Metal, the comic book, or the movies, the animated films. Crow, but not just any Crow. This is Crow City of Angels. This is the sequel, so maybe they ran out of just the Crow. So now we have a, there's a tattoo. I don't know if I'd use a tattoo in there either. It might give you some type of weird reaction, because I'm sure this is from the original when Crow City of Angels came out, I think 96. Yeah, I think 95 was The Crow. Yeah, 96. Yeah, 96 was when 20 years old, that movie. A modern day classic sequel. And then you get these Panini Toxic Crusader. Well, these were the ones that went into like the sticker books and stuff like that. Like people still buy these Panini books like all the time for like soccer and sports and stuff like that. So yeah, so they even had Toxic Crusader was everywhere in the about mid 90s. Even though Toxic Avenger was a pretty violent trauma film, but they knew how to market to kids, even though there was head crushing and ball grabbing and a person being thrown into toxic waste, mainly because they were mentally disabled, if you will. So, pretty cool stuff. I'm actually going to open one of these packs. I'll open a Tales from the Crypt pack since 2017 on Simplistic Reviews. I have some stuff planned for Tales from the Crypt. I'm not going to let anybody know what it is yet. I guess I have to wait till next year. And subscribe to the channel, YouTube channel, subscribe to the podcast, because it will be in podcast form, I'll tell you that much. It will be something that will be done, hopefully weekly, if my schedule allows, of course. So, let's see what we got here. So, see, I don't remember these all that well, these actual cards, but a lot of them were kind of like behind the scene photos and just, you know, little goofy stuff about the Crypt Keeper, you know, being punny, you know, take a little piece of my heart. But then it would also explain like episodes on here, like Spilt Personality was episode, was it 49? So it gives you cool little stuff on there. The New Arrival was an interesting one. Another one for the New Arrival. Another one for the new. So some of these I would actually tell you a lot about the actual episode and or the comic book from EC Comics. And these are kind of cool too. These are actually the Tales from the Crypt comic book covers on there. So this is it's pretty neat stuff. I mean, if you're a horror fan from the comic books from the 80s or from the 50s, you definitely love this stuff right here. And of course, if you're a fan of the HBO series, you'll love it too. I don't know how that Shyamalan shit is gonna happen on TNT, but fuck that. So that's about it. Pretty cool stuff. I mean, I love the Tales from Crypt cards. You have Addams Family cards, heavy metal. Let's take a look at heavy metal too. Kind of doing almost a whole unboxing here for the most part. So let's see what we got here. Heavy metal. See how 70s and 80s and psychedelic this stuff can get. So there you go. It's like looks like a female road warrior for the most part. I never really read heavy metal. The only thing I really know about heavy metal is the movie. I never really read a lot of the, never read any of the comics. To be fair, that's a pretty sexy one right there. So this is like pure 80s craziness for the most part. Just very very vivid images. I mean, these books were getting like probably as much heat as the EC comics were in the 50s, but they accepted a little bit more in the 80s. 50s were like, no way, can't have monsters. So that's about it. Once again, thank you to Justin for not being a prick this holiday season and actually sending me something cool, and Rotten Rentals for putting out awesome boxes. I definitely recommend going on there, at least checking it out one time. I mean, it's definitely worth it if you're a horror movie fan or just a VHS collector, just a child of the 90s for the most part, growing up in the 90s and remembering it as well as I do for the most part. But that's about it. Once again, this is Matt from Simplistic Reviews. That was a unboxing of a gift from that fucker Justin from sending me a Rotten Rental box, which is awesome. So see you guys in 2017. Keep up, make up whatever shit you're gonna do for New Year's, and 2017 can't be any worse than 2016. So keep that in mind, even though it could. But I guess we'll see what happens. So kids, be good. Happy New Year, or unhappy New Year, whatever the hell you want to do, and you'll check out more Simplistic Review stuff in 2017. So see you guys later. Peace.